we're here at one of the finest lawn bowling facilities in the country. And I'm actually coming here to learn how to do this sport. And Helen right here is going to be my coach. You know, I think I'm pretty coachable, but we'll have to see. And I'm going to give it a shot. I'm excited.
I am too, yes. I have been a lead instructor, so I do know how to do that. What we do, first thing we do is to fit you with a proper size bowl. Let me see your hand compared to mine. You probably wouldn't take more than a 1 or a 2. So I'm thinking probably 1. And let me tell you how you do this. First of all, you do this around the center of the bowl.
Okay.
That's the proper thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
See? And if they meet,
that's a good size.
that's a good size. So
okay.
let's try use center right around the center. Just about right, eh?
All right. Yep.
Okay.
They meet.
Then I think that we will go with a size size 1. So we're going to take these up.
At least I'm not a size 0. They have a size 0 down there.
We have a size double 0 as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we're going to take these. I'll let you carry those.
Okay.
And we're going to follow me down here.
So a lot lighter than a bowling ball bag right here. I've got 4 of them.
Yeah, they weigh around 3 pounds.
3 pounds each.
Yeah, each.
Okay. So I've got 12 pounds here. I can do some curls.
That's easy for you. Just follow me, and we're going to go down. And we do have a very fine facility. Not only is it a fine facility, but the view.
Well, the view is incredible. Yeah.
There's a couple of things first you have to learn. These are the white ball. It's a jack.
It's called a jack.
Wait, say that again.
This is a jack.
Okay.
Okay. And these are mats. Now there's 2 reasons for having mats. One of them, of course, is to stand on it, saves either the grass or the carpet with many feet, so it's not wear and tear. The second thing is it helps us center. This is a very old state game, and it has rules. We're going to be playing on 5. You can see the 5 down there. We have a 5 here.
Okay.
First thing we do is learn to place. The mat has to be at least 2 meters out. So you can either step it off, as we used to do.
With 2 big steps.
2,
Perfect.
and place it. Or in our case, we now have a yellow marker down there you can use.
Okay, that's the 2 meter.
But not every court does. So
Okay.
the long steps is a good. We place the mat. Not only do we place it, but we center it. Make sure that it is centered. Okay. You see what I did?
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 meters away, centered right
Centered.
there on 5.
And now we're going to roll the jack. Now, usually there's someone down on the other end because the jack also has to be centered.
Okay.
Those are the rules. So I'm just going to roll the jack, and then hopefully it'll be somewhere near center. That's not anywhere. So what I'm going to do. Okay. You're going to look at me. I'm going to go down there, and I'm going to center the mat, and I want it centered right on the 5. Can you see the 5?
You want the jack going right on the 5.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Okay.
go down there, and I'm going to place it where I think that is. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to tell me, are you going to place it? I was just going to come down. Okay, then we're going to tell him whether it's centered or not. And we have signals for that.
I got to learn the signals.
Put it off a little bit. Off a little? Yeah, don't put it right on right now. So we want to use some signals. Okay. Now, it's off to what? The left?
It's off to the left a little bit.
Okay, now we have the signals. How far is it off? Is it off this way?
Probably about this much.
Okay, say this much this way.
That's fine.
There we go.
Okay.
That's also part of the game.
All right.
Now.
And each game lasts about how long, Helen?
Well, a game we're playing triples this morning will last over 2 hours.
Over
It's a
2
long-
hours.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a long game.
So that's a good morning session. I mean, to golf it takes half a day. So 2 hours.
Now we're going to learn to grip.
Not bad. Okay.
And these are not round, as you can see. They're not round. They're biased. That's the
Okay.
reason they're called bowls and not balls. They're biased, which means they never roll straight.
Okay.
So we're going to stand on the mat. Anyway, I'm going to teach you my grip. Now, I palm the ball, which
All
is
right.
probably the easiest for all. If you're going to go forehand, which is this direction,
Yes.
forehand, the small circle. Now, look at the both. A large
That's a
circle,
bigger one. Yes.
small circle.
Okay.
The small circle always has to be on the inside.
Okay.
Inside meaning the center line.
Right.
Okay? Now, if you want to go backhand, you turn it in reverse. The small circle is always
Okay. And then
on
you're
the
going to
end.
go to the
That's exactly what's going to happen.
right. Okay.
Okay. The grip. I palm it, but I use these two fingers. See these grooves?
Yes.
I put my fingers there. That means that every time I pick it up, I pick it up the same way. My hands are not all over the place. You know, we all have a way to do that.
And right in the
And the
grooves,
center
okay.
finger, the finger is centered.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what you're going to do, you want to try that grip and
Sure.
see if it's
So this
comfortable
is,
for you.
So I want to get there in the groove, right in the center.
That's what I kind
the
of do.
thumb.
Does that feel comfortable?
That feels comfortable. That's
Okay.
good.
Now you do not want to put too much pressure on your thumb.
Okay.
That can be as a guide, but do not put too much pressure.
So most of the pressure should be on these
That's exactly
you know,
right.
the two fingers on
yeah,
the grooves.
Yeah. However much weight
Okay.
you need. Now,
Okay.
When you stand down here, and you look at the jack. You only look at the jack to get the weight. Weight meaning distance.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. That's the only reason you look at it. Now you're going to go forehand. So let me give you another example. When you're going to go forehand, you get your toes, your feet, faced in the direction of what you're going to roll the ball. Right?
Okay.
Because that way you do not come across your body. Your bowl is going parallel to your body. Okay.
All right.
Now, because I'm just guessing that you're going to have to go at least 2 marks. See, we're on the 15. Go at least 2 or 2.5 marks. Aim for that.
Okay. So you
and
talk
sta-
about the marks and
There's
that's
15, and there's 1, 2. At least 2.
Okay.
I would go maybe 2. And then not too much weight now.
Right. So I don't want to be bowling because I'll
No.
put it into the gutter over there.
Get your there. That's a very important thing. How you stand on.
Okay, with
And
your feet.
also, you should take a step. It's a balancing thing, and it also gives you power. You know.
So I'm gonna take a step this way. Then,
Yeah.
Right.
No, you don't need a lot of power. This is a carpet, and it's
All right. We'll
okay,
see.
Now aim for the.
Take a little heat off. Scott, a little bit too much muscle in that one.
I'm gonna try. Here, put the rest of your bowls down here.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll in here just to see. These are not
I
my
get
bowls.
my next one.
These are not my bowls, so I don't want to be showed. I don't want you showing me up. Okay.
Okay. I don't think I'll do that. That's right about here.
Now, first of all, you need to aim a little wider.
Little
too.
wider this
About a
time.
half a mark wider.
Okay. So the marks are, if you look between 5 and 6, there's 3 marks there.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm
you-
looking for the
see where
third.
see where the black mark is?
Okay.
Go for that one.
Up too hard. Very nice. It's all coaching. It's all coaching.
Much better.
That's very good. That's only that's. I'm gonna roll a couple myself.
Okay.
You're showing me up already, so.
And now, as we're doing this, talk to me a little bit about the scoring. So typically, if we're playing doubles, let's say,
Okay.
so we have 2 here and 2 over there. So tell me now the scoring, what we're looking at.
It
right
looks
now.
like you had 1 point. I can't tell the 2 back ones which one's closer, but right now yours is closer to the jack, so you have.
Okay, so I have 1 point right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Knock mine out. And I might be, mine's the far left one. I could be closer.
You could be out of
possibly.
bounds. So now you have to go backhand.
Out of bounds.
Now you got to go backhand.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Backhand now.
Backhand.
Okay. So now I want this side,
Exactly.
the small one.
All right, let me see that. So
In
what's
the
different?
toe.
So there's the big circle, little circle. This would be the backhand then. So let's see here.
There we go.
Getting
Don't
the
change.
grooves.
That's it.
I want to
And
keep this.
before you get your toes around,
Yeah. And
you
now
probably
it's
use it to
gonna go this way this time.
Yeah. Now see where so you probably got to go over 1, 2. See where the bowl is. 1. Use the second mark over. See the 4? I would almost aim for that.
Really? Okay.
Not in between. Easy now.
Oh. So who has the point right now?
Helen.
Okay, here's the closest. All right. I should have quit when I had that first point, but
Right.
the pro here knocked me out.
There's no quitting in this.
I still have one more ball. Though.
You do.
Yeah. I'm going to go backhand. So get your feet around. Is that in? Let's see if it's in or out. We have to check. This is the out of bounds. If it's out of bounds, it's out of bounds. So you have to take it off.
Take it off. Okay. So this is my last one right here,
Yes, it is.
and I'm going to see if I can keep it in bounds and get close to that jack. I should have gone to the 4.
Yeah, a little wider.
Okay.
You probably should start at the
At the 4, right?
Yeah.
Man, look at that one.
So you're going to get 2 points in, right?
Ooh.
2.
3, 2. Okay. So we want to come back now, or
Yeah. Let's,
Okay.
Right? We want to come back?
yeah, or how much time is?
Oh, so we're going, it's going to go this way then. Oh, okay.
And usually at least 2.5 marks.
Very nice ball, Jeff. Very nice. Very nice. About 1.5 feet past.
Okay, it's all coaching here. So if you want to come and lawn bowl, make sure you get Helen coaching you. Or she's going to knock you out. Not enough room.
No, but the line was great.
I'm gonna go forehand this time. I'd like you to do the last 2 backhand.
Last 2 backhand, okay.
So, Jeff, your last bowl is about 2 yards short.
Some of you were too large. Sure. We're coming backhand this time.
Coming backhand.
Get your toes around. There we go.
Too hard.
Just a little wider.
Two
There we go.
straight.
Yeah, get at least 2 marks over.
Nice bowl here, Jeff. Very nice. Number 2.
Okay, right now I have 2 points, but she's got 1 bowl left. So anything can happen in this game. She's going to forehand. Knock me out of here. Oh no.
Perfect.
The bowl's closest to a jack. So in this case, this is absolutely the first one, right?
Okay.
This is for sure. It's okay. If they were close, it would be a major, but they're not. Mine's on the inside.
Okay.
So mine is number 2. So he has 1. We do have tapes. So if they're very close, we get out the tape and.
That's
Is there ever a tie?
You may,
Can you have a tie?
not generally, and especially in a tournament, you would play another end to play it off. If you're social bowling, that's up. That's up to you. But generally, we don't like ties.
What was the score of this game then?
I had 2 at the other end, so I won 2-1. But he bowled very well. I have to tell you, he did very well. He's a quick learner.
What tips and strategies would you give to Jeff the next if he comes out here and starts bowling?
I want to check his grip, which looked a little loose, but I'm not sure. And be sure to always get his body in the direction in which he's going to roll his bowl. That's extremely important.
You get that wrong, forget it, right?
Yep, well, because you're bowling, supposing I want to go this way. Well, look what I got to do. I got to go across my body to get there.
right.
So you need to balance so you can roll parallel to your body and let your bowl do the work.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't try to maneuver, just let the bowl do the work.
Sure.
You aim it where you'd like it to go and let it do its thing.
And it's always how much
Oh yeah, how much weight?
you
Instead of
put on
distance,
that.
we use the term weight.
Yeah.
How much weight, and the width we call grass. So, but your grass was very well. See, most of them are within
that.
yeah.
They're not out of bounds, which
They're
is
not
nice.
out of bounds. No, they're all in play.
So at least I didn't put any of the bowls out of bounds, which
No, that's
is a good start. And I think what I need is just more grass time.
Right.
And I think
That's
that's with
it.
any sport. When I play pickleball, we tell people they've got to get out there and get court time. They've got to take lessons. They've got to do drills. And this is something you come out here and you could do by yourself and just practice.
Well, you can. Most generally, though, you need to be approved by a qualified trainer before they'll let you join the club. So
Okay.
you should always take lessons until you're a bowler and know what you're doing. You should always take lessons for someone who does know what they're doing. Because
And the
you could
lessons,
do
what do the
something
lessons
wrong.
cost? What are the
Nothing, they're
lessons?
free.
They're free.
The lessons are free.
Wow. I mean, tennis lessons, even pickleball lessons, $50 to even higher per hour. And here you get free lessons.
Free
So
lessons. There's
you can't
someone
beat that.
Someone here every Saturday morning at 9, and if any other time, take our cards and just call somebody. There'll be somebody here.
Now I noticed you had a tournament here once.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed like they were wearing a certain outfit.
In tournaments, it's normal to wear whites, unless it's a team thing and you have matching shirts. Then you can wear your
can wear the
matching,
matching shirts.
But no light blue, dark blue. They all have to match. Otherwise, you wear all white.
And of course, in Southern California, we get a lot of sunshine. What would you recommend for someone in the retirement age, 55 plus, when they come out here to lawn bowl? Because we're right in the sun right now. What kind of recommendations would you have?
Well, is it what? Is it the heat or the weather?
Well, as far the heat, what a
come out
hat.
if you're
Should I
gonna
wear a
come
hat?
out- well,
sunscreen.
Most everybody wears a hat except me.
Okay.
But hats are vital. I usually wear white sleeves on my arms to protect it from the sun. Sunscreen. Games start at 10 o'clock. That's the heat of the morning. And by
Yes.
the time they end at noon,
It's over at noon, right?
It's very hot. In the summer, starting July 4 or July 1st, we we will go down to 12-inch games instead of 14.
So it'll be a little less game.
A little less.
And when you're finished around noon or so, that's lunchtime. Are there a lot of times when some in the group go out and get a bite to eat? Maybe go to the clubhouse
They
over
can
here?
if they want to, but they certainly are welcome to go into our air-conditioned clubhouse and sit around and get cooled off for a
that's
little
nice.
while. So for 50 cents, it's soft drinks and water.
Okay, great.
Or we have an ice machine, so if you just want to get water out of
Sure.
the tap and get some ice cubes, you can do that.
Well, thank you for the lesson.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you very much.
I hope you come back.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent lesson.
That was a good lesson.
And you know what you're doing.
Well, I was the lead instructor for over 3 years. So.
You keep it simple too. You don't overcomplicate
Well,
it.
you don't want to do that.
Right.
Have fun, keep it simple. It's an old and staid game. It has rules that have been around for 1,000 years, but they're fairly simple.
Wow, that couldn't have been more better, right? How did you do that?
I don't know. It's fun.
So my question is, what are you doing to get better?
Just practice.
How often do you practice?
Probably 4 times a week.
For how long?
Just we play games like 10 inning. So it's like an hour and a half. So the more you play, more you get better.
What do you do to get better at lawnmowing?
Oh, I come down here and practice every once in a while. I put a bunch of cups out there and go for short, go for long, and then a lot of practice with watching the experienced people play.
What are you looking for when you see them doing it?
Well, each of us got a different ball, so we all, some got a real wide ball, some got a narrow ball, and I'm switching from a wide ball to a narrow ball now.
What advice would you give somebody that's new and wants to get good at it?
Be patient. You're not going to do it in one day, because it changes every day.
How do you get better? What are you doing to get better at lawnmowing?
Well, practice is the answer to get better.
How do you practice?
Well, you come down here and you can practice on your own, or sometimes you have someone will play with you.
What are you thinking about when you're practicing? What are you trying to accomplish usually?
To get closer to the jack.
What does it take to do that?
Concentration, not bending your arm when you deliver the bowl, and to get down, not bowl from an upright position. Get really as low to the ground as possible. And as you get older, that's more and more difficult.
What advice would you give somebody that's new to lawn bowling if they want to get good?
What you do is you pay attention to each ball that you throw, and you adjust as needed, depending on where your ball goes.
And if you're having a bad day, is it like golf where you can really be off?
Then you just pay attention and take your time. For one, when you get on the mat, take your time, make sure you're holding the ball properly, and then you just do your shot.
It seems very relaxed. What about relaxation? What advice would you give about that?
Well, it is a mind game also, because you have to relax. If you're having a problem and you're not paying attention, you're not going to have a good game. So you have to be on the game. You have to know what you're doing, and you have to put everything else out of your mind.
What do you do to get better?
I think the important thing is to concentrate on what you know to do. If you know what to do and you keep thinking about what you have to do, that's the way to improve. You have to focus on what you want to do.
And that last ball was right next to the white ball. How did you make that happen?
Well, the first one I threw was long. The second one was, the target was off a little bit. So I just controlled my weight on the ball and it came into the jack.
So you adjusted with each one.
Right. And that's the job of focusing. You have to say, okay, what do I have to do differently to improve the shot?
What do you do to get better at lawn bowling?
I play a lot, and I think the more you practice, the better you get. I've been playing for 14 months, and I'm having a very good time.
How much have you improved since the very beginning?
Oh, my goodness, 150%.
Can you describe the improvement?
Well, yeah, consistency is what you're looking for, and the more that you practice, the better ball control that you have, and that results in consistency. So you want to be as close to that jack every time, and the only way to do it, I think, is to keep practicing and get rid of all your bad habits.
And then while you're practicing, what are you thinking about?
My mind is going wild all the time. I have no idea what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Good question, though. I don't even know. I can't answer that question.
And then what's your goal now? You've been playing for 14 months and you're out here. What are you trying to accomplish now?
Oh, I'm just out here to have a good time. I don't care about tournaments. I don't care about being top dog. I just want to have a good time, socialize with people, and enjoy life.
What do you do to get better every day?
Play a lot. Mostly it's kind of like golf, where 90% is mental, is just paying attention to what you're doing, and practice. It's just like tossing a ball back and forth, a baseball or a football. It just takes time to learn and how to adjust what you're doing. That's all. It's a simple thing, a simple game. It's a lot of fun. It's just the most fun is just being out here with a lot of people without any pressure, and then enjoying your competitive spirit.
So what's your advice to new lawn bowlers? How do they get better?
Practice, and practice the short jack. It's critical. Once you get your weight down on the short jack, you can always add to the weight, and just practice that short game, and it'll make you a better player.
I'll take it.
All right, George, I got a question for you.
Okay,
I heard you're 93. Is that true?
that's true.
How's the lawn bowling helping you?
Well, I've bowled for 30 years. I started in this club in 1985, and in 2010 my wife fell, and then I had to take care of her for 4 years. So I quit bowling, and I came back a month ago. So I'm starting all over. So the important thing for me is to find where my aiming line is, bowl that mark, and then try to make an adjustment, because I was so wide. But these rinks, I've got the old rise bowls, and I got to go 6 marks on this side, 5 on this side. So those are things that are important to me to try and, pick it up again so I can bowl. I've been doing pretty well here for the month.
I bet you have. How long have you lived in the village?
31 years.
What do you love about living here?
Well, it's been just the right thing for me, and so from 85 on, my wife and I were travel agents and traveled all over the world. Bowled in Scotland, bowled in England, Australia, New Zealand. So that's my life. It's been fun.
So is there any advice you give to people in the village as far as coming down and trying to lawn bowl?
Well, I really support it. To me, it's a wonderful exercise, and it keeps you on top of things because there's a lot of concentration involved.
George has got one more, too.
And I got another bowl?
Yeah.
All right, you get at it.
Those are yours, the brown ones?
Yeah.
So, do guys like George inspire people here?
Absolutely. I want to be doing this when I'm in my early 90s.
Okay. He looks like $1 million.
Yeah, I'm 80.
Well, good for you.
Look at this.
You look like $1 million
It's just
too.
because I lawn bowl. It took 10 years off my life.
Did it really?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. You got to stay active, right? Have fun.
Got to keep your brain moving. You use it or lose it.